Race number 6 on the programme. We're still on the turf here for the 6th. Class 3, 1,400 metres the trip this time, headed by E-Star, winner at a double-figure price last time out over course and distance. Fantastic. Shows a 4-time winner over the trip here at Sha Tin, but out of form in his 2 starts back this campaign. We've got amazing news. Makes his Hong Kong debut, a 2-time winner out of the UK. Celestial Power moves from Happy Valley to Sha Tin, ran behind Sky Darcy first up. Chicken Dance, beaten favourite last time out at Happy Valley again. That was 1,200 metres up to the 14. Igniting, also behind Sky Darcy last time, gets the blinkers on for the first time. Leap of Faith gets the blinkers on as well. Cayenne Excellent, and down to Lucky Marianol, the 4-year-old filly, gets close to a class drop here from barrier number 2. Smooth as Mission Tycoon, the promoted starter here, have been up at Chung Fa Tom in the last month.
In the speed in this race from Smoothies and Cayenne Excellent. If it comes down to a battle between those two, Joe just might take a hold on Cayenne Excellent and let Smoothies go. Alfie Chan out of gate number 5. Igniting, he should get a nice run through. He's got the blinkers for the first time for him this time round. You've also got Prime Minister, who is drawn out in a wide stall of gate 14 for Wagner Borges. Happy Chiji rather is on that same line. Mission Tycoon gets into the race, but he's been badly out of form. He's got gate number 1. The newcomer in the race is Amazing News, probably likely to get back.
Here he is, Amazing News, right on cue, 1,084 pounds. He's the one that's really keen on the inside. He's had 3 trials to get him ready. Did win over 1,400 metres a couple of times in the UK. One on the turf and one on the Tapeta as well. Happy Chiji was really allowed to stretch out here in this piece of work. And look, he worked pretty well leading into this. Happy Chiji. Thought nice piece there, stretches out nice. He's only had the 3 starts as well, so entitled to improvement. And Igniting, now the blinkers will go on for a second start. On debut, he ran really well, I thought, at Happy Valley, and he's got Vincent Ho aboard again and barrier number 9 for him.
We'll have a look at that Happy Valley run in a moment or so. We'll start off, though, with E-Star, Tom, winning at good odds. I think it's an old favourite of yours, isn't it, E-Star? Cayenne Excellent running 30s. He's got a £7 turnaround here, Cayenne Excellent. Yeah,
I've been with a couple of times now where E-Star, and you can see him right down the outside there in the blue and gold cap with the blinkers on, really starting to let down strongly for Neil Callan, who rides again this time round. He beat home He's a Beauty last time out. He was able to get through there towards the inside. There was nothing wrong with the Cayenne Excellence run either, but I think E-Star's in some good form, Paul. I think he, even with top weight, could potentially go on with it again.
Yeah, nice win from him. He does have to carry the big weight now, but see if he can put 2 together.
OK, Happy Valley form here for Igniting and Celestial Power, both having their first starts behind the very smart Sky Darcy. 3rd and 6th, but only a neck, basically, between them, Paul.
Yeah, good runs from both these 2 horses. This was Celestial Power and Igniting both debut in here in Hong Kong. So they show that they're both really good recruits here in Hong Kong. Of the 2, I'm going to go with Igniting. I just like the fact the blinkers are gone on, and just will focus them up a little bit more. Yeah,
I've certainly got Igniting, and there was nothing wrong at all with the run there of Celestial Power. He's just a half stride off the inside, but thought it was a decent debut outing from him.
I think they're both interesting here, getting up in trip as well. Here's the debutante, Tom, Amazing News. Now with Casper Fownes, who's trained by George Scott in the UK for those 2 wins.
Yeah, and one of them was at Wolverhampton, and the other one at Newmarket over the trip of 1,400 metres. So 1,400 metres here first up. He's had this 1,600 metre trial coming into it. He was stoked up and showing the stick there in the straight, Paul. Tongue tie on first time. I'm just happy to watch first up.
Yeah, me too. I agree with you there. He was really pushed out in this trial. It was over 1,600, and coming back to 1,400 on race day probably is more suitable anyway.
Well, Savvy 9 winning that trial, I think. So it's quite a good trial, but that's Amazing News on debut. What about Chicken Dance? Beaten favourite last time out, probably a little bit disappointing as well, as we find out with trainer Paul O'Sullivan.
Paul, Chicken Dance, what went wrong in Happy Valley with him last time?
I think he just got run off his feet, probably looking to go a little bit further, which his pedigree would suggest as well. And he's come up with a nice gate, step up the 1,400 metres, he'll have no excuses.
And do you think he'll be better suited with the longer straight and the bigger track here at Sha Tin?
Yeah, I think so. At Happy Valley the other day, he was, really beaten for speed, and he was doing a little bit towards the end. But this will be a totally different race, and should be far more suitable for him.
What do we take out from that trial that he had recently?
Well, the fact that he just never trials any good on the dirt, So it was just an exercise gallop for him, and he sort of went as he normally does. He just, can't pick his feet up on it.
As far as he's concerned, he's a horse who had a long time off. Paul, just give us an insight into the process in getting him back to the races for this season.
Yeah, well, he had a tendon injury, and it was a pretty severe one. and 12 months off the track, and he's taken his time to come back. His first couple of runs were quite respectable. Third one was a bit disappointing, but probably due to the fact that he wants to go further. So it'll be very interesting to see how he goes this weekend.
Is it because he's always had that bit of ability that you've persisted with him despite all of these issues that he's had?
Yeah, well, he's lightly raced, and if we can keep him sound, I'm sure he's got a successful future in front of him.
Big day coming up on Sunday. Not only do you have chicken dance, but it's also your birthday. Many happy returns.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
How will you be celebrating the day?
Well, we discussed earlier, hopefully with a win, but celebrations are pretty subdued right at the moment, so it'll be a pretty quiet day.
All right, he's got a few other chances on the programme as well. Paul, we omitted the number there, that's how many candles would be on the cake there with Paul O'Sullivan, but we'll leave that to one side. Paul, what do you like here?
You can't get that many candles on a Kiwi pav, one of those small ones that I'm sure he'll be eating. But look, I'm going to go with him, Chicken Dance. I thought he had no luck there at Happy Valley. He was just unbalanced the whole way. Look, he's by Hitchinbrook, 1400 looks ideal for him. One at a big price in there for second. He's a 75 to 1 chance Prime Minister on the back of a really good trial at Happy Valley. Look, he didn't run too well last time. He comes back to Sha Tin. I just think he'll be running on nice. He said, I wanted to put him in there on the minor line. Igniting's running well, and Leap of Faith, another one that comes back to Sha Tin. 7, 3, 9 and 11.
I thought there were a number of hopes in this race. I've decided to go with the last start winner in the E-Star for Neil Callan and Manfred Mann, drawn gate number 3, so we'll get all favours from that draw. Number 9, Igniting, goes and liked his run first up, blinkers going on. Chicken Dance in on a minor line. Then it was a toss-up between Kaying Excellent or Leap of Faith. Leap of Faith has got the blinkers on first time, but went with Kaying Excellent because he'll put himself right into the race and be there somewhere for Morera. So 1, 9, 7 and 13.
All right, so the 7 and the 9, the two numbers that keep cropping up there. I'm inclined to give Celestial Power a chance, though, at an each-way price. That's race number 6. 2 more on the turf to come before we get back onto the dirt. Next up for us is a Class 4 over the 1400 metres.